This isn't a video to fix anything. You don't need to agree with me. You don't need to decide anything. You can listen, or you can let it play in the background. There's nothing to catch up on here. This is simply a space to pause for a moment and notice what's already been there. For some people, nothing obvious went wrong. Life looks full. Responsibilities continued. You showed up. You kept going. But somewhere along the way, something inside went quiet. Not dramatically, not suddenly, quietly enough that it was easy to overlook. Motivation didn't disappear. Urgency didn't collapse. It softened, and often that's harder to notice than a clear problem. This feels familiar. It doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean you're ungrateful. It doesn't mean something is broken. In fact, this experience is more common than most people admit, especially among those who have carried responsibility for a long time. The ones who kept things running, who adapted, who didn't stop to ask too many questions because there wasn't space to. Life required you. You responded, and that mattered. Noticing this quiet can feel unsettling because awareness doesn't come with instructions. Doesn't tell you what to do next. It doesn't offer a quick explanation. It simply tells the truth. And truth, when it arrives quietly, can feel destabilizing. I'll say one small personal thing here, not to explain this, just to normalize it. There was a season in my own life where nothing was obviously wrong, still functioning, still responsible, still doing what needed to be done. But I remember noticing that something had gone quiet inside. Not empty, just quieter. And at the time, I didn't know what to do with that. I just knew it mattered enough not to ignore it. It raises questions you might not be ready to answer. Questions like, what am I working toward now? Or, when did this change? So it makes sense. If you've kept moving instead, there's no need to rush this moment. Nothing needs to be solved today. Nothing needs to be named perfectly. Sometimes, awareness is simply allowing yourself to admit what you've been carrying without turning it into a problem, without asking it to mean something yet. If all you take from this is the honesty of noticing, that is enough for now. You don't need to act on this immediately. Awareness doesn't demand change. It just asks to be acknowledged. And if you stay here for a moment without fixing or explaining, that's already something meaningful. If you'd like to sit with this quietly over the next few days, that's what the short reflections are for. No pressure, no expectation, just space